morning all of you. I'm Rakhi Sharma, Dr. Rakhi Sharma, Assistant Professor in Electronics Department, AKGC. So today I'm here to discuss MOSFET, which is the most important topic of your last unit, that is 5th unit. So in today's lecture, we are covering the basics of MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, its characteristics and its type. These are the basic things that we discuss in today's lecture. These are the outlines or the things that that I discussed during the entire lecture. First of all, the basic introduction of MOSFET, its construction, symbol, and its operation. So this is the basic diagram, or you can say that the physical structure of MOSFET. This is the basic structure or basic diagram of MOSFET, and in this particular slide I have given the three-dimensional view of this. So what is the basic definition, or what is MOSFET? Basically it is an active device and it has 4 terminals: gate, source, drain, and the last is the substrate, which is a hidden terminal, but that it plays a significant role. That's why we are saying that MOSFET is a 4 terminal device. But if we compare it with the JFET, that is junction field effect transistor, then it differs from MOSFET because JFET is a 3 terminal device in which we do not consider the 4th terminal, which is the substrate terminal. So starting with this MOS, this is a 3-dimensional view, as we are seeing that this is the gate terminal, particularly this is your drain, and this is the source, and this is body terminal, which we call it as a substrate. This is the substrate terminal. So these are the 4 terminals. Similarly, what we are saying in this diagram is that this is the physical structure of the N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. So enhancement type MOSFET, what we are seeing is that we have the P-type substrate and N-doped regions. And what we are observing is that in this is the channel region, this is the channel, particularly this is the channel region, which is created when we applied the required biasing. This is the basic construction diagram of enhancement type, N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. Why we are saying it N-channel? Because these are the N-doped regions, and the accumulation of the electrons in this region which this result in the creation of the N-channel. So this is the brief that it is the transistor is fabricated on a P-type substrate. As we all know, what is P-type substrate? P-type substrate is basically obtained or it is made by adding the trivalent impurity to the purest form of semiconductor, which is silicon or germanium. So, which is a single crystal silicon wafer that provides a physical support to the device. So, the substrate in this, it is made up of P-type material. 2 heavily doped N-type regions are indicated, which are N plus source and N plus drain source, that are created in the substrate. The device structure is completely symmetrical with respect to the drain at the source. The different roles of these 2 regions will be defined only in the conjunction and with the applied terminal voltages. The thin layer of silicon dioxide, which is approximately whose thickness ranges from 1 nanometer to 10 nanometer, which is an excellent electrical insulator, which is grown on the surface of the substrate. That's why we are saying it as it is acting as an insulator. So silicon dioxide layer is fabricated at the gate terminal. The metal is deposited on the top of the oxide layer from the gate electrode of the device. So this is all about the basic construction. Basic construction is that how your P-type substrate is made, how the doping is done at the source or at the drain terminal, and ultimately how it results in the formation of the N-channel at the channel region. As I said earlier also, there are 4 terminals in N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. The first one is the gate terminal, the second is the source, the third is the drain terminal, and the last is the substrate. The conducting channel will eventually be formed as we applied the gate voltage in the section of the device between the drain and the source diffusion region. The distance between the drain and the source diffusion region is called channel length, and the lateral extent of the channel is the channel width. The MOS transistor which has no conducting channel region at zero bias condition is called enhancement type MOSFET. If the conducting channel is already at zero bias on the device, then we call it as a depletion type MOSFET. So how enhancement type differs from the depletion type is that what we are saying, observing in depletion type is that in depletion type there exists a channel, but in enhancement type we are creating the required channel between the source and the drain terminal. So in this way the enhancement type differs from the depletion type MOSFET, because if we are saying or covering the basics of MOSFET, basically MOSFET is a voltage control device, and it is an active device, as I said earlier also. Its types are basically your enhancement type and depletion type, but in this lecture we are discussing only enhancement type MOSFET, its construction, and finally we will discuss the input output characteristics also. So what we are observing is that how the basic difference between depletion and enhancement type is that in enhancement type we are creating the channel, but in depletion type it is already there in the, that is already built in structure is there, and the channel exists in depletion type. And what we are saying is that this is the channel length. We are saying it as this is the channel length, that is your distance between the source and the drain terminal is defined as the channel length, which we are depicting or designating as L. This is called the channel length. And this is a silicon dioxide layer which is acting as a insulating layer, and its role is basically to provide the required insulation. It is an insulating layer, and its role is to provide the required insulation. This is the basic description or the description of N-channel construction of N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. In a MOSFET with P-type substrate and with N plus source and drain regions, the channel region to be formed on the surface is N-type, and such a device with P-type substrate and having N-channel is called N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. In a MOSFET with N-type substrate and with P plus source and drain regions, on the other hand, the channel is definitely of P-type and the device is called P-channel MOSFET. So this is the basic symbol circuit diagrams of N-channel and P-channel MOSFET. What we are seeing in this, it is a 4-terminal device. 4-terminal device, one is the gate terminal, another is drain, source, and this is the body terminal, or we are calling it as substrate terminal. And why we are saying it as a voltage control device? Because every function is controlled from this, which is we call it as VGS, that is gate to source voltage. By changing this voltage, we obtain the required characteristics, or the device will come into its play of operation. That's why we are saying the MOSFET is a voltage control device, because here the gate voltage is the controlling voltage. If we consider more simplified diagram, then it is the most simplified symbol of N-channel MOSFET. Similarly for P-channel, the main difference is that how does it differs, the N-channel differs from P-channel is that what we are observing is that in N-channel the arrow is outside and in P-channel it is inside. Everything will be remains the same, only the sign gets changed in case of N channel and P channel. In this way, these two differ from each other. So this is the basic circuit symbol of N channel and P channel enhancement type MOSFET. Next, another name of MOSFET is insulated gate or IGFET. So MOSFET is also termed as IGFET, and sometime as we see earlier in your UT examination, they have asked the description of the basic construction of IGFET, and the students get quite confused that it is not being covered in the syllabus, but it is another name of MOSFET. In that we can describe your easily your N channel or P channel enhancement type MOSFET. So this is the most important point to remember, is that your MOSFET is also called or is also considered as insulated gate FET or IGFET. That is, it is another term and the same as your MOSFET. It is not a different term. Moving on to the next, this name also arises from the physical structure of the device, emphasizing the fact that the gate electrode is electrically insulated from the device body. It is this insulation that causes the current in the gate terminal to be extremely small. क्योंकि जितना ज़्यादा करंट बढ़ेगा उतना ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है कि डिवाइस विल डैमेज, इसलिए हम एक इंसुलेटिंग लेयर लगाते हैं which is of silicon dioxide, that is of SiO2, and its role is to provide the insulation. वो क्यों provide कराना है? Because we have to control the current which is applied at the gate terminal. अगर वो ज़्यादा exceed हो जाएगा, then there may be a chances that device will damage. So the abbreviations used for the device terminal are G for the gate, D for the drain, S for the source, and B for the substrate. Next, in N channel MOSFET, the source is defined as the N region which has lower potential than other N region by the drain. By convention, all the terminal voltages of the device are defined with respect to the source voltage. So in this, the biasing voltage or the applied voltage is depicted as VGS. What we are observing is VGS, VDS, basic terminology in terms of applied voltage, VDD, your VGG. So this is the voltage across gate to source terminal. This is the voltage across drain to source. This is across your drain terminal, and this is across your gate terminal when your source is grounded. So what I depicted in the first slide is that was the three-dimensional view of N-channel MOSFET. What we are seeing in this diagram is that this is the two-dimensional 2D view of N-channel MOSFET. So what we are observing in that, we have the three terminals, source, gate and drain. We have the last body terminal. So it is a 4-terminal device. It is a 4-terminal device, and this is the channel length in which your substrate is of P-type. If it is of P-type, then we are saying it is a N-channel MOSFET. Why N-channel? Because the source and the drain regions are doped with the N-type material. These N-type material, when we are applying the biasing voltage, that is, if we apply this VGS across this, if we apply some biasing voltage, then due to this biasing, this results in the accumulation of electrons, particularly electrons in this area, and this ultimately results in the creation of the N channel. Because the electrons are here are attracted due to this biasing, and this will result in then the accumulation of the electrons in this, particularly in this region, which ultimately results in the creation of N channel. The simple operation of the device is that control the current conduction between the source and the drain. Since the current flow in the channel is also controlled by the drain to source voltage and by the substrate voltage, the current can be considered as a function of external terminal voltages. So this is the, particularly this is two-dimensional. This is actually your two-dimensional view, and particularly for your UT exams, it is not necessary to draw the three-dimensional view because it is quite complicated. The 3D view is given just for the understanding of its basic construction. For the exam point of view, you have to draw this diagram only. Only the 2D structure you have to draw in the construction of MOSFET, whether it is of P type, whether it is of N type, for enhancement type, for depletion type, you have to draw the only the two-dimensional view, not the three-dimensional view. It is not required at all. It is just depicted to give you the better understanding or better view of MOSFET. That's the only purpose of giving this the above 3D view that I had depicted in the earlier slide. This is another view, or this is the construction, the simplest biasing condition that can be applied to the N channel. Ultimately, how it results in the formation of N channel, that we all have to explain in the working of MOSFET. The source, the drain and the substrate terminal all are connected to the ground. The positive gate to source voltage is then applied to the gate in order to create the conducting channel beneath this, particularly in this region. So what we are saying in this enhancement type N channel MOSFET is that if this VGS is positive, then most of the electrons will be attracted towards this and result in accumulation of particularly of the electrons, and this will result in the formation of a channel. So what we are saying in observing in this P and N type, particularly if we observe in PN junction diode, there exists a depletion region. Similarly, in this case also, due to this applied voltage VGS, the depletion region will be created between your P type and N type. So the depletion region exists only if the biasing voltage is applied, which is VGS, and that is a positive VGS is applied, that will result in the formation of a depletion region. But my question arises, or the question came in mind, is that does the depletion region exist if the VGS is 0? The answer is yes. The depletion region exists, but it is very thin, almost negligible. But we can't say that there will not be a depletion region. The depletion region exists, but almost negligible. So, and how the width of the depletion region increases as we apply the positive gate to source voltage. This is also one of the basic construction of N-channel MOSFET. What we are observing is that this is your drain terminal, gate terminal, source, body terminal, and this is for P type. What we are saying in this, particularly in this diagram, and I recommend the students and suggest the students to draw this, particularly this construction, because this is the most simplified view of MOSFET for N channel, P channel, for depletion type, for enhancement type. So I recommend them to please draw particularly this construction. So this is the layer of silicon dioxide, which is basically providing your insulation, and this is all this is about the layer of insulating layer, that is SiO2. This is the layer of metal oxide, metal oxide particularly. This is the layer of metal oxide. Why metal oxide? Because we are protecting this gate terminal from this applied voltage, which due to this applied voltage, that will ultimately result in the large flow of current, and that will result in the damage of a device. So this is the basic construction of N-type, and what we are observing is that as we applied, this is the case or we can say that case 1. This is for case 1 when your VGS is 0 volt. This is case 2 when your VGS is around has some positive value, that is plus 1 volt, plus 2 volt, plus 3 volt, and so on. So as we apply your biasing voltage, what we are observing is that a channel is created between the drain and the source terminal. Particularly is in between your drain and the source terminal. This is all about this qualitative view that I depicted earlier when VGS, or you can say this is also the part of, we can describe in it as a working also, that how it works and how it results in a formation of the N-channel MOSFET. So what we are saying is that when VGS is in between your threshold voltage and 0 biasing voltage, the gate region between the source and the drain is depleted, and no carrier flow can be observed in the channel. As the gate voltage is increased beyond the threshold voltage, the surface inversion is created. Once the inversion layer is established on the surface, the N-type conducting channel forms between the source and the drain, which is capable of carrying the drain current, and this drain current is designated as ID. So when VGS is positive, that will ultimately results in the accumulation of electrons in the channel, in this region, and which ultimately forms your N-type channel. And once N-type channel is formed, the current is starts to flow in the device in the form of drain current, which we are saying it as ID. Next case, this is all about the part of working, because this will come under the part of working. Operation when VDS, that is your drain to source voltage, is more than 0. The influence drain to source voltage and different modes of drain current flow will be examined for an NMOS transistor when VGS is more than your threshold voltage. If a drain to source voltage that is more than 0 is applied, the drain current is proportional to the VDS, and that will flow from the source to drain across the conducting channel. The inversion layer, that is the channel, what we are saying, the inversion layer is same as that your channel, forms a continuous current path from the source to the drain terminal, and this operation is called the linear mode, or we are saying that the MOSFET is operating in a linear region. This is the input-output characteristics. Input-output characteristics is basically, if we consider the input characteristics is basically in between your VDS and IDS, taking this VGS as constant in terms of positive value, because we are depicting it for enhancement type. So this is I have mistaken, this is the output characteristics. These are the, or we can say that your particularly your output characteristics, and this is your input characteristic. Input characteristics में बेटा क्या है? VGS, that is your gate to source voltage, your input voltage, and between your IDS. So the output current we say it as, we also depict it as IDS or ID. So if you are considering the input characteristics, that is in between your VGS versus IDS, and for the output characteristics, it is between VDS and ID. These are the plots depicting the input-output characteristics of MOSFET. So at a constant value of VDS, we can also see that IDS is a function of gate to source voltage. The transistor begins to conduct when the gate to source voltage reaches the threshold voltage. It is not conducting and no current is flowing through the device until we reach the threshold voltage, which we are depicting as a VT. This is your threshold voltage. So these are the input-output characteristics for N-channel MOSFET. That's all in today's lecture. So summarizing all the things that I have discussed so far, particularly in this lecture, I have discussed your basic introduction. What is a MOSFET? Its different views, that is its construction part. In construction part, it's 3D view, it's two-dimensional view, and the more simplified view, that is more appropriate view that you can draw in your for your final examinations. So we have discussed the construction of N-channel MOSFET. I have discussed that construction. Next, its working, that is how it is working, in which we have discussed case 1 when your VGS is 0, case 2 when it is positive, and how it will result in the creation of the channel between your drain to source, your drain and source terminal. Finally, I have discussed the input-output characteristics. So the major points or the takeaway points of particularly of this lecture are, if the question comes, because it is the most asked question in your university examination, is that describe N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. So if it comes in your examination, then you have to give its basic introduction, its construction, then its working. Working is particularly case 1, case 2, and finally its input-output characteristics. These are the things that we have to discuss for N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. Similarly for depletion type MOSFET. In the next lecture, I will cover depletion type MOSFET, and one of the most important topic of MOSFET is that how it works as MOS as a capacitor. So these are the things that I have to discuss in MOSFET, particularly for the 5th unit. So thank you so much, and next we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.